Alright, so I went to the store and I just swapped out the bad Bondo and got some fresh Bondo. This is the consistency that it should be, thick, but still kind of viscous, I think is the right word. So I'm gonna go ahead and mix this up, and then we're gonna go ahead and try and get this little area bondoed. It's really tricky because it's so tight to the weather stripping for the windshield, but hopefully it's not too big of a deal. This isn't gonna need too much Bondo at all, but over here I'm a little more concerned about it being protruding out and upward, so that's something that I'm gonna have to consider. Can't really see it, but we'll see what we can do. Alright, so it's the next day. I actually sanded this down last night. I forgot to Bondo over this little dip right here. And it's really hard to get it smooth along the edge of this weather stripping right here. So I'm not sure there's going to be some sort of mess right there, I guarantee it. And I'm just worried that it's going to be visible and maybe cause issues with paint down the road. I had some high spots that I try to hammer down as well. You can kind of see I made a pretty big dent right there. So unfortunately, after doing another pass, it's still not super perfect, but I'll just cover it up with a mid-rib. Alright, so today's the day I'm going to try to paint. The weather was looking pretty good earlier, but I don't know, it looks like it's getting a little muggy and it looks like it might even have a chance of rain. The least we could do is get this thing prepped. I'm going to go ahead and wrap the front and rear windshield with saran wrap. Got this whole windshield covered up. Let's check the visibility, and it's better than not being able to see out of it at all. So I'm going to do the same thing to the back side. We're going to tape up the edges with painter's tape, and then we're going to go ahead and cover the rest of the car with newspaper and butcher's paper, whatever I can get my hands on. So we got 2 cans in so far, and the main goal for today, for me anyways, is just to get enough paint on here to the point where I don't have to worry about surface rust popping up anymore. Coverage isn't that bad actually. So I found this drone on the road, and this is my first time trying to pilot it, and I figured I would try to get some aerial shots of the painted roof. I forgot to have the camera facing down. It didn't have like an adjustable camera. You have to manually like adjust it. So I was trying to teeter the drone downwards to get a shot of the wagon, as you can see. The first flight was going good, and then everything kind of went as expected. Sick. Alright, so I don't know like if the drone recorded it or not, like onto my phone. I don't know how to use this thing. I just found it on the road and downloaded the app, and that was the first time flying it outside, and it's in the tree right now. I'm gonna try to get like a stick or something. Gang. Quick little rinse. It looks good wet. Just did a wet sand of 500 grit until everything was smooth. Rinse it off again after another wet sand, and then call it a day. Alright, you know what? I was gonna put like another layer of this other paint on it, but how do you have I already have a shine out of this with just wet sanding it, and all the little imperfections and stuff. Like, I was just telling myself, I was like, look, just keep stacking up paint. If we're gonna paint over bugs, we can sand them down, and hopefully it'll be a layer of, and it's really not that bad. Like, and it is one color. Like, it's a little blotchy, and I am gonna put another coat of, I'm gonna put a coat of this paint, Rust-Oleum stuff, and then clear coat that after I wet sand that. But this is looking really good, you guys. Alright, I went ahead and said, if we ruin it, we ruin it. And I used the can of paint and primer in one, and I was able to get like a good solid coat over the entire wet sand primer, and I think it's gonna look pretty decent after a second wet sand and then the clear coat. You can see that the Bondo job didn't really take well there, and there's even lines of Bondo that I didn't sand down enough. Over here, same story, and in the front, the same story. But at least it'll be one color, and I can always obviously go back, but that's gonna be after this paint job goes to shit. Well, I sent it, put the clear coat on, I got the entire thing done, and then I was like, you know what, just use the rest of this can. Just use the rest of the can, man, and you got it. And then the bottom of the can scraped the paint. It was such a clean job until right there. Sheesh. It has been a minute. It's been a long time. But we got this thing painted, and a little bit of clear. Gonna still have to go over and wet sand the clear down, but I'm gonna give it like probably a week, maybe even a month before I do anything else to this, because I've already touched. Yeah, I didn't wait at all. I waited maybe like 3 days. But I'm glad I get to end the video with it actually painted. So, yeah. Not too bad. Not great. Far from great. But it's done. Which means I can put the interior back in. I mean the headliner. Sitting over there, the Furberry. So that'll be the next video. I have a lot of video editing to do. Alright, so we back. It's been like 2, 3, 4, 5 maybe days since I did the clear coat on here and messed this up. God, that looks so bad. Oh, and you can't even see it. There it is. Big fat dent. So I'm gonna get to wet sanding the clear coat. I did a test pass right here on the back side, and see and breaking down some of the layers, but the orange peel is going to be pretty evident. I don't really care too much. I'm just going to try to make this look better than this. Alright, so I haven't been filming because this is just the video that I've been recording or like trying to edit is just like, it's like 3 hours long. I have 3 hours worth of material to go through. And it's just sanding, wet sanding, sanding, painting, clear coat, being mad. And you guys don't care about that stuff. No one's gonna watch the video. So I'm just gonna kind of like fast forward ahead here. I went from 500 grit to 1200. And I'm probably just gonna call it there because I am starting to sand down past the clear coat. Over here somewhere I found a hair. Just a random like cat hair, chip hair, being exposed, like it got laid down with the paint, and I was probably just like, oh well, I'll just keep layering over that. And now I've gone through so much, I don't even probably have any clear coat anymore. But that doesn't mean you can't polish this, and hopefully I'll be able to show you that tomorrow. But for now, I just got done wet sanding this whole roof, 500, then 1200. And yeah, let's see what we're looking like here. Because you know, there's only so much you can do, and it's not looking the greatest here. So you can see all the low spots. That's the only places that I still have clear coat. So yeah, I do honestly think that this will have a decent enough shine after a polish that I won't be too self-conscious about it. But yeah, I won't know about that until later on. Looks like I can probably get away with roughing this little area up right here, but it is a lot smoother, that's for certain. It's more aerodynamic. But yeah, I think that's what I'm gonna call this video, you guys. I've said that probably a million times, but this isn't like a really serious paint job. I just was tired of, I told myself that if I didn't paint the roof of this thing by the end of this year, I was gonna just sell the cars. And now I get to polish this up, install the Burberry headliner, and feel hella cool. Sick. Man, that's super bad. We'll see what the orbital. We'll see what the sander, the buffer. I don't even know what to call it. I think I'll end up just taping off this weather stripping and just painting it black, to be honest. Some plastic dip or something. But it's just gonna be one of those things from afar. It'll look like shit, and then up close it'll look even worse. But yeah, I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out. Alright, there's a better representation of what the roof looks like after the wet sand. It's not the shiniest. I think I should probably hit this area another couple minutes. But I'm gonna try to polish this tonight, or today I mean. Turns out I didn't have any polish, and I didn't have any rubbing compound, so that's the end of this video. I'll be back polishing it up and cleaning that paint job up once I get this little money situation figured out, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace out.